What kind of tile can you put on the wall or shower? Do you have to seal tile? How much extra tile should I buy for my project? What thin set is the best for my tile application? How hard is it to maintain natural stone? You have questions, we have answers. Welcome to the BELK Tile Podcast. How to style the bathroom, the backyard, the kitchen. How to improve your home style with tiles to make your home absolutely beautiful. Welcome to the BELK Tile Podcast. Here's your host, Mike Belk.
Hello, and welcome to the latest edition of Tile Talk with Mike Belk. Wanted to start off today. It's been a while since we've done a podcast. It's been crazy the last year, just like everywhere else here in the United States. But we're trying to get back to normal, trying to get things back in gear, start doing some more podcasts. But what we wanted to talk about today is what to look for when buying kitchen tiles online in 2022. As we know, we're an online store along with a showroom located here in Ohio. But there's just a couple things we wanted to go over. The biggest thing is, buying tiles online, it's actually not a difficult thing. It's a great concept. If you're anywhere in the United States and you don't have the selections that you do in some of the major cities, buying online is a great choice. There's a couple things that we stress. One, make sure you look into the company that you're trying to buy from. There's been some guys that have started an online business and have really taken their customers to the cleaners. So just look for some brand loyalty, some customer reviews, if they pick up the phone or not. I have to say that, we try to do all those. There's times where we're in the showroom and we don't get to the phone, but, if you leave a message, we'll get back to you as soon as we can. The other thing is samples. It's very hard to judge a computer monitor with what the samples actually look like. We try to give as much description or as best pictures as we can, but every monitor is different. Majority of our items we offer samples for. We offer a 3x3, or if it's a subway tile, we just do the whole subway tile. When they start getting the 4x16, we give you a half a tile to be able to see the color, but at least getting the colors in your hand to see what the color choices are within the mosaic or the tile is definitely key. So those are just a few things that we want to go over first. Next, the biggest concern is ordering enough tiles. We'll help you out as best we can. We have an online tile guide as well that you can put in the total square footage that you have or the dimensions. Our program adds in an extra 10 to 12% automatically for cuts and waste. Ordering enough tile is going to be the key. You can measure length, width. You can do it in inches and then multiply them together and divide by 144 to give you square footage. But you can never have too much tile. I guess you could, but the biggest thing with that is you always want to have an extra sheet or two because you just never know what's going to happen down the road. When they manufacture these tiles, they're done in die lots. So not that the overall quality or the overall color will be the same, but if you're doing a very multicolored mosaic, there could be some differences in there. Even a solid white, there could be some shade variations in that. Even when you buy paint, those could have some shade variations as well. So it's just something to think of, is just having enough tiles on hand. When you get done with your project as well, if you have several sheets left over, I would go ahead and look at trying to see what you can return as long as they weren't ordered in full box quantities. You always want to keep some spares. It's just, like I said, it's always good to have that. The other thing is size of your tile. Whether you go with a 1x1 mosaic or a 1/2x6 mosaic or a 3x6, a 4x12, a 4/16, just get a general idea of what size tile you want to look at. The nice thing is in today's world, there's always enough visual aids to be able to see that, whether you use Pinterest or Houzz, and just see what it's like a 4x16 tile would look like in your kitchen backsplash. The other thing, too, is these manufacturers are getting very creative in the process of making tiles. So, there's what they call a face or a design. They could have up to 20 to 25 different faces within that pattern. So if it's a high variation tile, you definitely would want to dry lay that first. So what that means is you just lay everything out like on the counter or on the floor and kind of put your picture together. That way, if there's something that stands out towards the end, you can move it around and try to blend it within the design. That's always key as well on those. And other than that, it's all reputation. It's all being able to see what you can find online, finding the right tile, the right color. Do they offer samples? How quickly do they ship? On the shipping, especially in today's world, a lot of it just depends on the postal service, UPS or FedEx. We ship a lot of our samples just by first class mail. Used to be able to get to anywhere in the United States in 3 to 4 days. Sometimes it takes 5 to 7 days now. So it's just something to keep in mind. Also on UPS and FedEx, as far as tracking, we do our due diligence to try and get you tracking numbers on that. That way, just everybody has what they need when they need it to try to take care of any situations. Again, as always, if you guys have any questions, feel free to contact us. You can call us, email us, send us a message. We'll do everything we can to help you out, get your tile project taken care of for you. Thank you. Have a good day.
You've been listening to the BELK Tile Podcast. When it comes to creating a beautiful home using tile, this is the podcast for products, design ideas, and tips. We hope you got some useful, practical information from this show, and we'll be back soon. But in the meantime, reach out. The website is www.belktile.com. Our store phone number is 614-543-8334. Find us on Facebook and Twitter at BELK Tile and on Instagram at BELK Tiles. Make sure to leave a rating and review. And if you have questions or comments, reach out. And we'll talk about it on the next show. Till next time.